Sir Jonathan. Good morning, Ma'am Jocelyn. Okay, so it's a nice day again.
Morning, ma'am.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning po.
Okay, good morning, Ma'am Rizalin. So it's good to see you again today.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I'm happy that we are still here. And you are also here for the discussion of Sir Willie because the things that we are going to do before today was already given by him yesterday ata or the other day. Okay, so we are ready for the presentation of Sir Willie. So to before we are going to start the discussion or the presentation of Sir Willie, may I check your attendance, which I have recorded, so that I may know who are those who are not yet recorded in my copy. So, Ma'am Sherlyn, Ma'am Hasmin, Sir Jerry, Ma'am Jocelyn, Sir Willie,
Morning, ma'am.
Sir Jonathan, Ma'am Rizalin, Ma'am
Yes,
Lani,
ma'am.
Ma'am Ann, Sir Armando, Ma'am Mercy Joy, at Ma'am Marifica Fernanda Roy. So, whose name was not called? Na-record ko ba lahat ng dumating sa klase natin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so wala pong nakalimutan. We are all 12 in this class today. So, who was our moderator last time? Last meeting? Sino ba yung na-assign
Ma'am
natin?
Maricel po.
Ma'am?
Ma'am, si Ma'am Maricel po.
Wala si Ma'am Maricel. Where are you, Ma'am Maricel? You are not yet in. So, anyone who can recap what has happened last Saturday's meeting, last week meeting? Can you do it, Sir Armando? Can you still recall what we have done last week sa klase natin? You were in last week. Sir Armando, can you still remember yung mga ginawa natin? Who was the
I cannot find my
presenter?
list here. Madali lang, ma'am. Hindi ko mahanap yung listing ko dito.
Ay, okay, sir. Sige lang. Take your time, sir.
Ano ba yun? Can anyone help me?
Let's help Sir Armando. Who can recap for us? Sir Jonathan?
I lost
Ma'am.
my copy.
Yes.
As I remember po, ma'am, Ma'am Jocelyn presented about cartoon
Collaboration po.
creator.
So, may binigay po akong example dito.
Saka ikaw.
Research po. Research.
Saka ikaw yun,
Ma'am,
sir.
then-
Di ba kayong dalawa nagkasunod?
Hindi po ma'am, last week na po ako. So bali si Ma'am Jocelyn po last time. Kasi po
At saka si...
nag-introduction po sila.
Ay, okay. Yes. All about cartoon
Creator or
Okay,
cartoon.
yes.
Cartoon.
So what have you learned about the presentation of Ma'am Jocelyn? Any thought that you have earned, knowledge or skills that you have earned from Madam Jocelyn's presentation? Anong natutunan natin doon? Hindi tayo nakasunod dahil hindi hands-on.
Yung
Mahirap
ma'am, yung paggamit po ng iba't ibang site.
conversation. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yung pre-pick na site po para sa pictures, then vectors po yung deposit.
Yes.
Yun.
So, mas maganda pag nasusundan natin, we go along with the presenter, right? Kasi mahirap din na yung makinig ka, alam mo yung theory, but sa practice, hindi mahirap nang hagilapin doon sa computer if you are not go with the presenter. Ano? Okay,
Yes
but
po.
then that is very nice and also very applicable for us who will be facing our student. Medyo sa higher ups na siguro yun, yung mga stream classes, magamit natin yon. Pero ang ganda-ganda. Even me, I have also, yun nga, nag-explore pa ako with regards to that, especially yung recording, i-record mo yung boses mo, parang ang gandang pakinggan din. Tinatry ko din, kaya lang hindi pa ako tapos. I've been exploring, kasi lahat naman tayo dapat i-explore natin lahat. What will be the best for our students. Hindi
Yes,
tayo
ma'am.
nakabox lang dyan, na iisa yung armas natin. When it comes to facing our student this time of new normal. So another thing that will be presented will be the kutubi, which will be presented to us by Sir Willie. Isa na naman itong napakaganda. Kahit hindi pa nagbigay si Sir Willie ng kanyang output for you as listener, gusto ko gagawa tayo ng isang output sa kutubi ni Sir kahit isa lang na pinakasimple, that will be our output. Kasi gusto ko na every presentation meron tayong output. And the listener or the participants will have to prepare at least 3 questions each. Kasi gagawa tayo ng natin, ano yung tawag doon, exam box. Mag-iipon tayo ng mga quizzes natin. Parang gagawa na tayo ng activity sheets natin. Pag sama-samahin natin yung, I'm going to assign also the consolidator for the different questions that will be submitted to us, to me. So, the presentation of Sir Willie, all of you present here, we're 15, you are tasked to prepare at least 3 questions in a multiple choice format. So you give the choices also for the question that you are going to submit. And then I will be tasking one to do the consolidation of every questions that will be submitted with regards to the topic, the presentation that will be presented during our session. And who will be the one to assume the task as our consolidator? Anyone among you who are present today who will be accepting the task to do the honor of consolidating all the questions that will be submitted every presentation. So makikinig lang po tayo and then we will make questions based from the presentation. Let's say for example, today, Sir Willie's time, the hour of Sir Willie, what are the things that you got from his presentation? What are the question? Hindi question, i-question natin sa kanya. Assuming that the presentation of Sir Willie, ibibigay ninyo yun sa klase ninyo. Anong mga katanungan ang dapat ninyong sagutan ng mga estudyante natin? So that will serve as our worksheet. Since I have asked you to prepare 3 questions, the first one will be in simple form. Very easy. Easy question. The second one will be average. The third one will be challenging. Okay. So one of each level, 1 question each. Any question po sa atin?
Ma'am, pwede to verify lang po.
Yes, ma'am. Hasmin. Sige, go.
Yes po. So yung multiple choice, ma'am,
Yes.
yung questions will be about Kotobi or yung
Yes,
gagawin po namin output?
Ay,
okay.
hindi na po. It's all about the presentation, the Kotobi.
Sa Kotobi. Okay po.
Yes, kasi ang gagawin ninyong output, iba naman yon. Hindi na natin
Yes po.
i-consolidate yon. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Sige,
Isang
ako na lang
simple.
po mag-consolidate, ma'am.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. And with that, accepting the challenge, ma'am, reward will also be given to you.
Hi.
You will be exempted sa midterm natin. Thank you,
Ay,
ma'am.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Sige. So, are we ready now for the presentation of Sir Willie? Sir Willie, are you ready? Sir Willie, ready na
Yes,
rin po
ma'am. Good
kayo?
morning po.
Good morning,
I'm
sir.
always ready.
Yes, alam ko, ready
Go,
ready
ma'am.
ka kasi nag-present ka na rin sa
Yes,
school
ma'am.
ninyo. Okay. So, yung mga participants natin,
Yes
are you
po.
ready with your laptop?
Ririnig.
Ready na rin po kayo, ma'am, mga sir.
Yes, ma'am. Opo.
So, kasi lahat ng gagawin ni Sir Willie, gagawin din natin. Pati ako din kasi when di ko to be na-air ito, tamang-tamang walang ilaw. Kaya wala, 2 hours na walang ilaw sa amin, so hindi ko ito napanood. So ako ang pinaka-interesado dito sa presentation ni Sir Willie. Excited ako. Para hindi naman ako mahuli. Hinahanap ko nga para i-download siya, hindi ko naman siya mahanap. Hindi ko kasi na-save dahil nung paumpisa pa lang, yung intro-intro sila, namatay na yung ilaw sa amin. So,
Sa EPU unit, ma'am. Yung YouTube nila.
ay, okay. At least, nandito si Sir Willie, may intindihan ko. Okay, I'm your participant, Sir
Yes,
Willie.
ma'am.
Isa rin ako sa estudyante mo. Okay, take it away, Sir Willie. Or mayroon pa tayong mga queries before we start? Ay, moderator natin, kailangan pa ba ngayon? May I ask Madam Lani? Ma'am Lani, are you willing to be our moderator today? If somebody will ask question, you will be the moderator. Ma'am Lani. Hello, Ma'am
Yes,
Lani.
ma'am. I'm here.
Okay, yes. Thank you, ma'am. So, Ma'am Lani is our moderator for today's session. And just ask Ma'am Lani if you are going to ask your question to Sir Willie. Pag may mga queries tayo, para hindi pa mag-move sa next step si Sir Willie, Ma'am Lani will call the someone who will be asking question. Ano po? Okay, any more question before we'll start? Sir Robert, do you have question? Or Sir Robert? Hello? Wala na po. Silence means yes.
Wala
Okay.
pa yatang question, ma'am.
Yes nga. I'm sure kasi na sila.
Yes.
Okay, Sir Willie, take it away. We are now ready.
Ang hirap ma-download.
Sige lang, sir. Take your time. Nandito naman kami. Hindi kami aalis.
Hello po. Naririnig niyo po ako?
Yes,
Yes
po.
po.
Dinig po.
Wala
Halinaw
akong
po.
marinig.
Ay, wala daw. Wala daw marinig si sir.
Hello?
Ikaw may diferensya, sir.
Naririnig po namin, sir.
Oh, naririnig namin, sir. Nagkakarinigan kami.
Okay po. Ito na nga ba yung sinasabi ko? Yung signal ko, parati akong nawawala. Kaya,
Huwag ka lang mawala, sir. Mawala na yung signal. Huwag lang ikaw.
nag-record na lang po ako.
Sir Will, excuse. Ano po yung
Yes,
o-open
ma'am.
namin? Kotobi author or reader?
Kotobi author po.
Ano pong i-open namin yung author? Okay, thank you, sir.
Author po.
So, author po muna.
Naririnig na po ako, ma'am?
Opo.
Yes, ma'am. Ay, yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay
sir.
po. Okay, so good morning to each and everyone. So I will be the presenter for today's session, and my presentation is all about Kotobi author. So I'm going to teach you how to create an interactive electronic publication file. So as you can see on my screen, okay, this is the visual representation on how you are going to be directed with the installation of your Kotobi application. Okay, the next slide. Okay, but before that, we are going to discuss first what is Kotobi. So ano nga ba itong sinasabi po nating Kotobi? So when we say Kotobi, it is a comprehensive ebook creator and EPUB, or what we say as electronic publisher editor, which is suitable for education, training, and publishing. Here in Kotobi, okay, we could easily create an interactive ebooks which are rich in or rich with video, or rich in audio, 3D, book widgets. If you are registered, okay, we can also create questions or any kind of instructional materials. Another one, when we say Kotabi, it also allows the teacher. So this is the disadvantage, this is the advantage rather of all teachers wherein they can interactive ebook that is contextualized and personalized according to the needs of their learners and the learning competencies required. Okay, wherein you can customize what is really best or what really best suit to your student, since as of now we are encountering difficulties in internet connectivity. Just say for example yours truly, okay, especially to local areas. This is the this is the best way in order for us to create and offline, okay, offline instructional materials in which we can distribute to our learners to utilize even without internet. Yun po, even without internet. So later on po kasi, we are going to create an offline ebook file. Okay? It also allows them to use, which solves the internet connection problem in some areas. Okay, as what I have said a while ago. Next picture, okay. As you open your Kotobi author, okay, let us open our Kotobi author. As we open it, you will be directed into this dialog box wherein Kotobi author enables you to write your new ebook or import an old one and add interactive content. Okay? The first one is by beginning with our project or beginning to create our new ebook file. Okay? As the dialog box appear, we will start from scratch, of course. If it's your first time to create your ebook file, and then choose. We are going to choose or select our layout for our ebook, whether it is reflowable or a fixed layout. Or we could also build a previous project if, let's say, some of you have already attended webinar session of the DepEd. You can build a previous project to begin importing an EPUB file, PDF or HTML. If you have imported PDF file or HTML or as a web application or web file. Okay, so we can choose here whether fixed layout or reflowable layout. Now, the question here is, what is the difference between fixed layout and reflowable layout? So when we say fixed layout, the layout is maintained and the entire page zoom like an image, lacks support for font size adjustments. So meaning to say, if say for example, ang cellphone ng bata is medyo maliit, okay, hindi po mag-a-adjust yung mga in-import po nating pictures, okay, in your e-publication. On the other hand, if you choose this reflowable layout, okay, reflowing text gives excellent visibility on mobile with support for font size adjustments. So let's say for example, hindi kayang i-preview ng cellphone ng bata kasi masyadong, let's say, it's more wider the preview portion of your ebook file, pwedeng mag-adjust yung mga text and then your student will just scroll down the continuation of your work. So yan po ang pinagkaiba. So later on, if we are going to create our ebook file or our Kotobi file as an electronic publication, we are going to choose this reflowable layout. Para anytime, pwedeng mag-adjust po yung mga text, pwedeng i-zoom ng bata using his or her Kotobi reader. Okay, pwedeng mag-adjust yung mga text, yung mga image, or any kind of things that you have imported in your ebook file. Okay, next. As you can see here on this box, okay, we can start writing or we can format our text as you would in any word processor. This is just like Microsoft Word, wherein we can import all the informations or all the contents of our ebook file from here in our what do you call this one, in our workspace. Okay, we can format our text, we can choose the font you want, you can increase its size, bold, italic, underline. It's just like a Microsoft Word or any word processing. Okay. Next slide will be, okay, on the right side of our Kotobi interface. You can see here image, gallery, link, etc. wherein we can add media and interactive content. We could also engage our readers or our learners like No Print Book Can with media and HTML apps. So instead of inputting contents which are full of sentences, paragraph, definitions, full of words, text, okay, this is the reason why Kotobi Author is an interactive. wherein we can insert image. You can also insert multiple images. You can link or hypertext or hyperlink. Okay. You can also input what they call this one, questions if you are going to have an assessment of your students, audio, widgets from the internet, 3D, container, and etc. Next slide. Here in our Kotobi author, we can also manage our chapters. We can organize from here, okay, your chapters and design your table of contents. So this is literally our table of contents where you have inputted your what do you call this one? Your chapters and your sub-chapters. Okay. You can rearrange, you can delete if you want. Say for example, nagkamali po tayo, we can delete, we can undo by pressing control keys like control Z and etc. Later on, I'm going to present to you how to rearrange, how to delete, and how to work on this kind of application. The next one, we can also preview. As you can see on the preview mode of our screen, this is the preview mode. But aside from the preview mode, we have here they call that one the source mode, wherein we can edit here on the workspace. And this preview mode, you can preview your work if you are done. Let's say for example, gusto po nating makita if what is the visual presentation ng ating ginawang work. Dito po tayo pupunta sa preview mode. Other than this, you can exit looking or previewing your work here on the preview mode, and we can go to the customize button. Okay, dito po. So in our customize button, we can preview all the different pages of our chapters. So dito po tayo pupunta sa customize. There are some cases kasi wherein when using the preview mode, it could not play the videos, audios, or galleries that you have imported in your work or in your workspace. So instead of uh, previewing the mode of our workspace, we can go here to customize, which is the best way in to preview all those chapters. Okay, you will also or you can also turn your ebook into a web desktop. You can customize or design your app appearance and features. Okay, next slide. Okay, so this is the customize button. We have here tabs, reading, design, display, mobile, export, and advanced. That is the customize button wherein you can customize your new application interface. You can brand your app, pwede ninyong palitan kung ano yung gusto ninyong maging design. You can customize your startup page while previewing your, let's say for example, your cover image, and design your color scheme. So aside from violet, you can also choose what favorite color you want to customize in your web page or in your work area, I should say. Okay, customize your new app features. Next, here on this one, okay, view mode, we can view whatever cell phone has the student are using. Say for example, their cell phone is Nokia or let's say ano pa ba yung mga cellphone nila? Brand, iPhone, Vivo, nandito po lahat sa view mode. Whether you want to have a full view or any kind of cellphone, kung ano po yung magiging itsura niya dito, ganun din po yung magiging itsura ng EPUB file kapag bubuksan po ng bata ang inyong ginawang output na dinistribute. Okay, so we can view and test the app with the device and platform emulations. So through this, you can see your new ebook app on various platforms or any devices. Okay po. Next, we have another one. Kotobi Author can also export. Okay? Can also export on the third tab. You can also export into different formats. Okay? Generate an ebook app for you. Let the app generate an ebook file for you. Your interactive ebook will be ready to publish. Anyway, you can publish your ebook file if you are registered. But if not, it's just a temporary an ebook file or e-publication file for distribution to our students. Okay, whether or not we are registered, okay, pwede pa naman po tayong gumawa, pwede po nating i-distribute sa mga bata at magagamit po nila offline. Ayun po. Next, we have here the manage portion. So here in the manage portion, this one, okay, Kotobi Author enables you to manage access and to manage access and features in your Kotobi cloud. Pwede po nating i-save, okay, online and hosted ebooks and your Kotobi ebook library. So dito po magsisave po lahat sa manage. So therefore, if you manage all your e-publication file kung saan po natin sinave yung ating mga uh, lahat ng ginawang files mapupunta po doon sa folders po ninyo sa inyong PC. And then dito niya po ipi-preview or dito niyo po makikita kung nasaan po yung inyong mga gawa, for example. Okay? Then last, okay, so the last portion, we are going now to create an electronic publication file using Kotobi Author, which is offline. So since I have a difficulty in discussing because I cannot use my laptop due to internet connectivity. I really can't connect to the internet using my laptop. So I made a recorded video for us to view or watch this tutorial. Okay? So I made it last night. Ito lang po, bago lang po. Okay? So ready na po ba kayo? Are you ready now? If you have any questions, queries, okay, feel free to ask question. Our moderator will be the one to utilize our chat box.
Ready na po, sir.
Okay, just wait for the video. Ayan. Hindi po yan Okay, that's it. How to create an electronic publication file for the construction of instructional materials which will be used for teaching using this Kotobi Author. To start with, open your Kotobi application and you will be directed into this dialog box or window. Now here is our interface of our Kotobi Author.
Here in our Kotobi author, first you are going to choose your book layout. Okay, so we can choose whether it's a reflowable layout or fixed layout. When we say fixed layout, the layout is maintained and the entire page zooms like an image, lacks support for font size adjustment. On the other hand, when we say the reflowable layout, it's a reflowing text that gives an excellent visibility on mobile with support for font size adjustments. So what we are going to choose here is the reflowable layout as a default of our now under this interface, okay, first one, you are going to create your own implementation file. So let us check here in our edit cover image. As you can see on the screen. Image. Whatever plot be directed already, the user want to create. The thing to do is to encode your chapter. Let's say, for example, introduction as our title for the first page of our ebook file. Okay. Second one, let's say for example, let's add here and produce bakery products.
Wala pa po si Sir Welly. Wait lang po tayo saglit mga ma'am, sir.
Nawala na si Sir Willie. Ma'am Lani, nasaan na si Sir Willie?
Wala pa, ma'am. Baka mahina po kasi ang signal niya, ma'am, siguro kaya hindi pa
Oo.
ano.
Oo, hindi nakabalik. So, we will just wait.
Yes,
Sana
ma'am.
naman hindi abutin ng kinabukasan. Mahina talaga ang net, ano?
Yes po.
Sir Willie, balik ka na.
Welcome back, Sir Welly.
Okay, ma'am. Pagpasensyahan na po yung aking connectivity. Mahirap po talaga.
Okay lang po, sir.
Ilang sir? Sige po, go.
Go.
Okay. Nakikita na po.
Number one, which is our learning outcome number one here in our sub chapter of our module number one. Okay, so here in our learning outcome number one, we are going to insert, as you can see, all the interface from the right side of our Kotobi author. We are going to insert image, gallery, link, anchor, questions, video, audio, inserting container, widgets, equation, and 3D. Okay, first, let's encode learning outcome number one. So our learning outcome number one is prepare bakery products. Say for example. Okay, and let us try to insert image. Just click the image here. Okay, on the right side, a dialog box will appear. Click the add image. You want to insert. Say for example, our image is okay. Afterwards, you just click create, and that is now our image of our bread and pastry production. Now here in our image for bakery products, we can resize it, this one, by simply pointing your arrow on the size like this. And that's it. You can also arrange the position of your image by clicking this edit. Okay. Go to text wrap. Okay, push left your image another one. If you want to make it on the right side, let's just click this one, push right, and your image will adjust into the right side. Now, if you want to click okay, to go back, or let's say, for example, you want to position your image at the center, and that is our image, which is positioned on the center of our work. Okay. Now, what we are going to do next is to insert gallery. Okay. The difference between inserting the gallery is that if you are going to insert multiple images, okay, from your computer, you are going to choose this gallery. So click this gallery, a dialog box will appear, and just click the image or images, okay, or click to start adding your images. So you just click this one and choose image you want to import in your Kotobi. So for example, this let's start from this one, proper measuring of the ingredients. Let's just click this one, hold down your control key, and choose your other images. Okay. Rather than encoding of different contents of your ebook file, you can just insert image into your Kotobi. Minimize waste of time. Now here in our dialog box, we can push down or rearrange all the images we have imported in our Kotobi by pressing the space button. Okay, you can arrange this one like this. You can also arrange this one in order to make your image on the top. You just have to click this remove image, this minus sign or a dash sign, and you just have to click this create button. Okay, as simple as that. So this is now your multiple resize this one. Let us just resize by clicking the lower corner of the lower right corner of your image. Okay. Now if you want to preview the imported image on your Kotobi, you just have to click the preview mode on the lower part of your interface. Lower right, we have here the source mode, wherein this is the place where we are editing or we can edit our contents of our work. Okay, and we also have this preview mode in order to preview one of our images, contents, or any kind of things we have imported in our Kotobi. Okay, so this is your single picture, your image, and these are your galleries you have imported a while ago. By simply clicking that one, you can now preview your work. Now moving on, let us insert our audio. Okay, let us insert our audio. Insert video first for our work. If you want to insert a video on the lower right corner here, you just click the video. Click on this button, the circle one, and click on add video file. Under add video file, now find your video. Okay, so my video is located here. Okay, measuring of ingredients. So that's my topic. Then click open. Okay, and after that, click create. As simple as that. Then your video is already inserted from here. Okay, again, let us repeat. Okay, let's make our video on the lower part of our Kotobi after the gallery. So from here, on the right side, click the video you want to add. Click this button, the circle button one. Click the add video file. Okay, and choose your video. You can double click or click and then open. Double click. You can also insert or import a video URL. Okay, came from the YouTube if you want. But if you have it already in your laptop or your computer, okay, better to have it. Then create. So your video is already imported here. Again, nasa taas siya ulit. Okay. Again, let us repeat once more. Okay. Here. Okay. The video. Click this button, add video file. Okay, so your video is already here now. You can also, as the image or gallery, you can also resize your video. For example, one. Okay, let's make it more wider. I want to change the style of my video. So you just click this style, previous style, next style. Choose your own style. If you want like a YouTube, like an audio video file, I want it like a YouTube. And that's it. Now after that, okay, let us try to insert audio in the content of our learning outcome number 1, prepare bakery products. So the audio below, say for example. Okay, then on the right side, click the audio. Then click this button, the circle button, add audio, choose your audio. Okay, my audio is located here, measuring ingredients. Okay, then click play. So your audio is now inserted, already inserted. Let's just resize this one. Okay, now this video and audio, we just have to go to the customize button. Okay, here in our customize button. Okay. Go to your chapters. Let's say learning outcome number 1. So this is now our output for inserting pictures, galleries, also have videos. So let us play the video. click the order that we have inserted. Okay, just the same. Okay, so these are just simplest and easiest way on how to insert images, gallery, video as well as audio. Okay, now let us create the most important part. In our Kotobi, which is the creating of our students, we can import multiple choice questions, true or false questions, okay, or multiple choice with multiple answers. Okay, so let's start with creating our subchapters for module 1, and let's name this as Mhm. Again, this one. I want to delete this one. I'm going to make another subchapter, which okay. So in creating our post assessment, okay, or let's say exam or any kind or any type, this, let us insert first our container for our direction. So for example, click this container, click create. In your container, write your direction. So for example, direction. Select the best answer. On the following questions. Okay, let's pull this one. Let us increase the size. Okay, now let us insert now our questions. Just click your title. Say our title is for prepare and produce. Bakery products, false. Okay, then you may now enter your question on the box. Let's say your question is spatula is used to level off, ingredients, level of dry ingredients, while measuring. Okay, and on the right side, okay, you can also edit choices. Okay, so our correct answer is true, so let's just click true. You can also add image. You can also add answer explanation. Want to have an explanation of your answer. Add reference also if you want. For one, my score weight is just 1 point. Now, if you want to create another question Okay, just click again this true or false to make question number 2. Okay, now let's try our second question again. For example, a liquid measuring cup is best to use pouring of liquids easy. Okay, then click the correct answer or select your correct answer. Now, let's say, for example, you have done already a series of questions. Let's say, for example, 1 to 10. Then let's go to options. Then let us organize this one. Under these options, questions you have. Say, for example, my total number of questions here is 10. So I'm going to input 10. But since I only made 2 questions, so I'm going to input this 50%. You can also click this randomize if you want to randomize your questions as well as your series of choices. Let's say, for example, multiple choices. Okay, so just click this randomize. The result of your questions or your question randomize. So let's just question under this one, click on chapter, look for our sub-chapters, and that is post-assessment. Now let's try to answer this one. Spatula is answered as true. A liquid measuring cup is best to use for liquid ingredients because it is clear and see-through. It also has a spout that makes pouring of liquids easy. The answer is true. Your student make his or her answers, and the result will is 100 over 100 because you got the questions correctly, which is out of 2 items. Okay, and that's it. Now let's go back to our edit. Now if you want, let us click on the question here again for the second type of questions. Again, let's input our title, same as true with the first. title, we have prepare bakery products. Okay. Afterwards, click here on the multiple choice, single choice, meaning you have a question, you have multiple choices, but only have to choose only one from the given choices. Which of the following? Then don't forget to check or select the correct answer. So which of the following flour mixture is thick enough to be rolled and in crust or dough? Thick enough to be rolled and made. So we have the dough is our correct answer. You can also have here an extra choice if you want to add, just click this add an extra choice. Let's say for example let's say filling. Okay. Then click create. Okay, just as simple as that. But I want to, again, I'm going to click the multiple choice, single choice. I'm going to create another question. It's a question number 2. Okay, for my question number 2, start this in. Increase its size, make it bold or italic. You can also input or input a color from it, just like that. So add a highlight color if you want. Okay. Then you can also add image if you want. Add an answer explanation. Okay, you may do so. Now let us input our choices. Click on the
Fast forward ko na lang po para medyo mabilis ha.
okay, and si portion Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, or any platform you have saved your questions or you have prepared your questions and your choices, then you just have to copy and paste here in your Kotobi author. So provide the structure, texture, and color to bake product. Use as a binder food. A binder of Okay. Click again, multiple choice with multiple answer, leavening agent is you. So we have baking powder. We also have yeast, sugar. Now I want to add an extra choice. Just click the put all the series of questions. Okay. Don't forget to select your correct answer. What are the different uses of flour? Provides structured color-based products. That's correct. Use as a thickening agent, check. Uses as a binder of food, this is also check. For my second question, ingredient chemically used or are used to leaven cakes. Okay, baking powder. Okay, all of the choices here are leavening agents or can leaven your cakes, but the question here is a chemical leavening agent. So we are referring on chemical leavening agent. So the answer should be the baking powder, and we have baking powder. Let's add another baking soda. Since this is also one of the basic ingredients used to leaven cakes, a chemical ingredient. So our correct answer, we all have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 answer. Now let's go to options. And then click on numbering, number of questions. How many number of questions we have? We only have 2. Our passing score is, so our all in all our score is 6. So let's make it, our passing score is 3, 50%. Click this randomize if you want to random all the series of questions. Then create.
Anyway, I forgot to input how much points we are going to include in our series of questions. So you can go over for that and input your number of points there.
And that's it. This is now our multiple choice multiple answer. Now let us try to answer the question. Okay, go to customize. Look at the chapter. You have input. Okay, click this button, arrow button. We have post assessment. Let's go to the multiple choice with this multiple answers. So let's try to answer. Is it provides structure, texture, and color to bake product? Provides nutritive value to bake products? True. Used as an agent? Yes. Used as a binder, particularly chemical leavening agent, are used to leaven cakes. Is it baking powder? Yes. Yes. No. Shortening? No. It's not a chemical leavening agent. Sugar? No. Eggs, no. Baking soda, yes. Then submit you. So your answer, you got two questions out of two correctly. Okay, so your score is 100 over 100. Then click OK. Okay, now let's go to edit again. Now let's say for example, you want, or let's say for example, is graph, or the meaning of a certain word. Okay, a student cannot understand the meaning of a certain word. Therefore, the the all the contents of your work cannot be understood by the student. So how can he or she answer those series of questions you've made? Let's go back here in learning outcome number 1. Say for example, prepare bakery products. Okay. Prepare bakery products. Now, product, say for example, this one is, let's make it pastry. Pastry, say for example. Okay, that is pastry. So under here, you just have to select the word and click here on the link. Okay. Under the link dialog box, let's say for example, we want a pop-up. Let's say a certain message that will pop up when the student click on a certain word. Okay, so let's just click this pop-up message, and under on the message box, now please input your tree. Pastry is part of the technique. Requires a technique. Using 2 knives or pastry blender. Okay, then just click create. Let's view on our customize button. Go to our customize button. Go to your chapter. That is prepare for this bakery products. No. Prepare bakery products. As the student click pastry, the pop-up message appear. So pastry is a part of preparing bakery products, which requires a technique of cutting in using 2 knives, or we have the pastry blender, and that's it. Okay, all in all, we have imported image. You can import gallery. You can import link. Anchor. What is this anchor? Let's say, for example, you want to have a highlight where the student wants to focus on a certain lesson. You can just click this anchor. Okay, let's say, for example, let's select this one, click the anchor, prepare and pastry products, create a new link chapter to this anchor. You can also click this one. Okay, then click OK. Anchor icon will appear, and that is learning outcome number 1. under prepare and pastry product. It's just like a hyperlink or placing an anchor as a target for those links that you have created. And that's it. Image, gallery, link, anchor, questions, video, audio. You can also sync your audio, container, widgets. Now, when it comes to widgets, you can click these widgets on this part, add widget file. However, if you are not registered on the Kotobi Authors online, you cannot use these widgets. You can only access through this kind of, let's say, for example, we're in here in these widgets, you can create your own activity, not only just for multiple choice, not only just for true or false, or multiple choice with multiple answers. You can access many kinds of type of exams, tests, or any kind of activity which is online if you are registered. But if not, you can only just create your own electronic publication file wherein those students can access on your created ebook file by clicking those kinds of file using their Kotobi readers. Okay, so aside from this Kotobi author wherein we can edit the different files or where we can make the content of our modules, there is also a Kotobi reader wherein using this Kotobi reader, which can be used by the students, they can preview your given application file by just clicking on the preview button of their is Kotobi reader. So we have Kotobi author, okay, for creation of your ebook file, and we also have the Kotobi reader for reading your files. Now let's say for example, you have created this one and gave it to your students. Your student cannot preview or cannot view your created file if they have no installed application on their cell phone. So by installing or by downloading the application of Kotobi Reader, came from the, let's say, Google Play Store, they have to ensure that they can view your created files. And they, because Kotobi Author is only for constructing or creating and editing of your modules, of your publications, I should say. Okay, so that's it. We can preview all from here, but I also have save an example of my work. So let's just save this one. How are we going to save this one? You can just save here. We have here new. We have open if you want to open a file. We also have save. We also save as. We can also import PDF or any kind of, aside from image, gallery, link, questions, we can also import documents as well as importing PDF. Okay, import another e-publication file, but as long as we import e-publication file, okay, there are times that your unsaved documents were lost. Import documents also. So let us, since this is just this save as. create your file name. For example, my file name is sample EPUB or electronic publication file. Okay. I want to save this on my desktop. Click save. Okay. Let's just wait. So let's close this, or let us open my sample creation of my module. Where is that? Open file. Authority discussion. Let's just wait. Okay, now this is my example of Kotobi e-publication file. It's just the same. Okay, I have here my cover image. I also have here the title of my book. Okay, I forgot a while ago to input my introduction, my first module, prepare and produce bakery products. I also have here learning outcome number 1, prepare bakery products, decorate and store. And then lastly, I have the post assessment. So let us customize our work. So this is my prepared content. On the next page, now if you want to view, okay, rather than full view, such as a desktop screen, you can change your format here. Let's say, for example, the cell phone of your student is Galaxy S5. Okay, since you have choose the reflowable layout, okay, some are just rather than being fixed. Okay, so we can also view if the cell phone of your student is, or your cell phone is iPhone 6. So that's it. iPhone 6, Nokia 8, and etc. We have Huawei, Google Pixel, HTC One. Okay, let's go back to full view in order to view all those informations we have created. Okay, so we have the overview. So this is my lesson 1. I have included expected outcome of my 3 learning outcomes, and that's my content of prepare and produce bakery products. Particularly, my lesson is focusing on the techniques in measuring and weighing ingredients using baking. So on the next page, I have my learning outcome number 1. Okay, I have here my competencies or lesson objectives and the content of my lesson, proper measuring of ingredients. I also, or multiple images. I also input videos and audio. On the next page, learning outcome number 2 and learning outcome number 3, because I didn't created both of the second and the third one. So here Now, at the last part of my Kotobi table of contents, I made a direction for my questions, of course, by inserting container. Okay, here is my title of my topic for my quiz. I randomize all the series of questions here. Just have to only to answer by the students. Okay, true or false for 10 questions. I also have prepared a multiple choice with a single answer. This is also consists of 10 items. And lastly, I made a multiple choice with multiple answers with only 5 questions, but I made a multiple answers higher than 5 items. Yeah, just the student have to submit their answers, and they can view their answers automatically, or if you have directed into their emails, okay, uh, the result of their quiz or their test would go directly into their emails. That's it. So that's all. Thank you for listening. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial, and you have a nice day.
Thank you, Sir Willie. It's a very nice presentation. Hello, Sir Willie. Ay, Agi. Okay, tap. Thank you
Yes,
very
ma'am.
much sa presentation mo po. It's a very nice one. Very satisfying and
Yes, ma'am.
very informative and useful to us. I think that
Thank you very
some of
much
us have
po for listening
already
and taking.
known. Yes, sir. I'm very much appreciated with the presentation that you have today. Very substantial. Now, there are some questions I have seen here, but we cannot process this, Sir Armando. We
Yes, ma'am.
are just going to have this tomorrow since it's already 10 o'clock, and I'm sure you have your next subject after this. So we are just going to process this tomorrow. Sir Armando,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
yes, sir. Siguro naman masasagot lahat ni Sir William because I have also written some of my questions also for queries natin. But then by tomorrow, is there anyone who will be discussing the
Puto na naman
topic
connection ko, ma'am. Sorry po.
po? Sir
Bali ko,
Willie, are you speaking? Sir Willie, ano yun, Sir Willie?
question po, ma'am. May question po ba sila, ma'am?
Meron po, pero sabi ko bukas na lang natin i-process. Baka may next subject kayo, malilate
Ay,
kayo.
okay po.
Yes. So, the answer of, the question of Sir Armando will
Hindi
be
po,
left
ma'am.
there. I-process na lang natin bukas and some other queries para hindi naman kayo malate sa next subject ninyo. But before we will end, Madam sino yung pa natin, Ma'am Lani will have to take down the important things that happened today para bukas natin, ano, Ma'am Lani. And I'm going to give you your assignment since tomorrow I cannot join you siguro. You just go on with your classes tomorrow because I cannot join you. May pupuntahan akong importante, but you must have to have your classes tomorrow. So siguro ang magpapacilitate is Ma'am Lani. Where are you, Ma'am Lani? Hello, Ma'am Lani. Are you still in? Nag-attend na
Nag-brown
natin
out daw
class.
sa kanila.
Ay, nag-brown out. So, i-text ko na lang siya.
Wala po yata siya, ma'am. Nag-brown out po.
Nag-run out.
Hello.
Okay, so i-message ko na lang bukas. Ay, mamaya. Or I will just assign Sir Willie to facilitate tomorrow. Sir
Yes, ma'am.
Willie, ikaw na lang
Yes, ma'am.
mag-accept sa kanila. Ano po? You can have your class. And Sir Willie,
Yes po.
please get the attendance. And you just
Yes,
facilitate
ma'am.
all the queries, the questions of your classmates. We will assign a moderator tomorrow. Who will be the moderator? Ma'am Ann.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes
Si
po,
Ma'am Ann
ma'am.
na lang ang kasama mo bukas, Sir Willie. Pag mayroong
Yes,
pang
ma'am. Who will be
mag-report
present
tomorrow,
tomorrow po?
sino bang mag-present sa atin bukas? Sino yung hindi pa sino yung group mo, Sir Willie? You are 3 in your group. Sino ba sila?
Mag-isa lang po ata ako, ma'am.
Hindi ba 3 kayo sa group ninyo? Hindi ko na
Yes,
mahanap
ma'am.
yung
Hindi ko
listahan
po kilala yung dalawa.
Ma'am, wala pa pong
Ay,
ibang nagvo-volunteer.
who will
Wala
volunteer
pa po
by
ata.
tomorrow? Isa lang siguro. Who will volunteer tomorrow to present his topic or anything that is very much applicable to our new normal in teaching advanced home economics. Ma'am Marifik, are you still in? Ma'am Marifik.
Try daw po ni
Ma'am
Sir Jerry,
Marifik.
ma'am.
Ay, sige. Sir Jerry. Try mo, Sir Jerry. Okay. So, Sir Jerry, we will have Sir Jerry tomorrow after you have processed your work. Sir Willie. Ano po?
Present po ako
Yes,
ha.
ma'am. Yes po.
Ma'am Julie,
Okay po.
yes. Number 16 ka po. So,
Thank you
may
po.
I repeat, these are the ones who are present today before we will end up. So, tama na po ba yun, Sir Willie? Okay na sa inyo? All the
Yes po,
queries of
ma'am.
our
No problem
classmates,
po.
i-process natin. And Sir Willie will be your teacher, professor tomorrow. I will not be around. And Sir Willie will be checking
Yes po,
attendance.
ma'am.
Ano po? So,
Yes,
we have
ma'am.
here in attendance, we have Ma'am Sherlyn, Ma'am Hasmin, Sir Jerry, Ma'am Jocelyn, Sir Willie, Sir Jonathan, Ma'am Rizalyn, Ma'am Lani, Ma'am Ann, Sir Armando, Ma'am Mercy Joy, Ma'am Marific, Sir Jonathan, Sir Robert, and Ma'am Julie. May hindi na tawag to. Now, with regards to the output na sinasabi ko sa inyo, before kanina, bago tayo mag-umpisa, nagsabi ako ng output sa inyo, which is an individual output. I've changed my mind. So, tatlo na lang siguro, group of 4, which will be compiling in output based on the presentation of each of the presenter. So, gaya ngayon, si Sir Willie nag-present. Mayroon tayong output sa kutubi niya, doon sa natin. 4 kayo to prepare 1 para hindi naman mabigat sa inyo. And all the rest. Iko-compile ng isa sa inyo who will be choose your leader, who is your team leader to consolidate everything about your output. Para konti na lang, hindi maraming gagawin at sharing of ideas. Ano po? More heads better than one, di ba? So group of 4, makahihirit pa kayo. Sige, I will allow 5, 1 output for every presentation. Ayan, tumawa na kayo. Dahil alam ko hihirit pa kayo eh. Baka 5 kayo in your group. Sige, allow ng 4. A minimum of 4, a maximum of 5. Okay.
Sino po yung
Ma'am.
You just choose your group. You know who are your classmates. Ano? So
Okay po,
siguro,
ma'am.
isa lang, yung ginawa ni Sir Willie is the whole package of first grading na ata yung Sir Willie. Ano to?
Oo, kasi may lecture at saka quiz na siya.
Isang
First
LO lang.
chapter.
Oo, isang LO lang ang gagawin ninyo para hindi naman kayo mahirapan. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. And
Ma'am, kailan pong submission?
sa end of our summer. Kasi
Yes, ma'am.
sabihin nyo yan, hindi lang yung kay Sir Jerry, kay Sir Willie. Yung mga every presentation meron tayong output. Kaya nga
Okay po.
dinagdagan ko
Yung
kayo
pong
po
ano,
na ano po,
ma'am,
ma'am?
pati yung ano, yung cartoon maker. Ma'am, yung
Yes,
cartoon maker.
cartoon.
Oh, correct,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay po.
Oo
So,
po,
we'll
gumawa
start
na ako.
cartoon and then followed by kay Sir Willie and the rest to come. No po?
Okay,
Hindi na
yes,
po
ma'am. Sige po,
masaya.
ma'am.
Ito
Thank you,
yung
ma'am.
photo. Yes. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Good
Okay,
day.
Thank you very much po,
Thanks, ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you po.
Thank you
See
po.
you
Thank you po,
again.
ma'am.
Okay po. Bye-bye po. Bye-bye
Bye-bye po,
po.
ma'am.
Mamaya ulit yung mga under me at
Special
1:30.
topic.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
po.
ma'am.
Bye-bye po.
Thank you
Thank you
po.
po.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Ma'am, kailan po palang exam?
Wala pa namang sinabi. Baka magbigay ako sa inyo second week of July.
Thank you, ma'am.
And then finals na. Pag
Yes,
maganda
ma'am.
yung output
Thank you,
na naman
ma'am.
ninyo, finals na.
Thank
Okay,
you
so
po, ma'am.
gawin na
Thank you.
kagad and submit ahead of time para pag maganda yung
Yes, ma'am.
output, you are spared to your finals. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
Okay po.
Thank you po.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye po.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.